Hey, welcome back to Figura episode 2. Today we're learning, excuse me. Today we're learning scripting and animating your Figura avatars. So sit back, relax, and if you haven't watched episode 1 yet, you might want to watch it before. So yeah. So last time we did this, if you guys remember last episode, so we're gonna learn to animate it and do an action wheel for it, or how to do an idle animation, how to animate when the player is walking, etc. And the scripts will be in the description if you want to go ahead and copy paste some templates that I've made. Yeah. First things first, we're gonna learn to animate with an action wheel. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go into animate, and then this is the animations tab. You're gonna press add animation, and you're gonna name it something you'll remember. So I don't know, test 1. And now you have to choose between 3 modes. The first mode is play once. It'll play once and stop. Second is hold on last frame. It'll play and then freeze on the last frame. And loop, which is gonna restart the animation over and over again until it's stopped by a script or yeah. So I recommend your first one, maybe just do play once, just to, you know, test it out. Now once it's done, you can make sure that it's selected, and you can select elements that you want to animate. So for example, this is the head. As you can see, if I want to make it rotate, then the head would rotate. Right here, down here is the frame. So this right here, 1 is 1 second. So for example, if you want the head to rotate on the left for the duration of 1 second, then that you would put the point right here, your cursor right here at 1. Then you would rotate it and make sure that at the start it's looking normally. So then you press play, and then there you go. As you can see, it for the duration of 1 second, it's gonna turn the head to the left. Now let's say you want it to be quicker. You're gonna remove this one by right clicking it, delete, and now you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna rotate it, but on the 0.25 mark, for example. So now it will do it super quickly. As you can see, it do it super quickly because now it's closer to the marker that sets it to face us. Now let's say that you want to animate the things you added separately, because obviously since this is attached to the head, it's gonna move with the head, and you can't click it or anything and move it on its own. So you have to go back into editing, and you have to make it just these two, the 2 cubes. You can select the top, shift click the other ones, and you're gonna right click them and then group elements. So now they're still under the head section, but they're their own part. So if I go into animate here, as you can see, I can animate the cubes I added separately because they are in a folder together. Now let's say you've done your animation, you know, it's let's say that this is what I wanted to do. This is what I want it to look like. Now it's time to do the script for it. So the first thing we're gonna do is do it with an action wheel. First off, obviously you want to save your project, and then in your Figura menu, you're gonna go into Open Avatars root folder, and you're gonna select your avatar folder where it's located. Now once you're in here, you're gonna right click new text document, and you're gonna type in you can color whatever you want as long as it ends by .lua. So I'm just gonna call it script.lua. Press enter, press yes. So once you've created it, I recommend getting Visual Studio Code. You can get it on the Microsoft Store. It's basically a better notepad for making scripts. This is what it looks like. So now it's time to make your action wheel. So you're gonna type in local mainPage. So make a mainPage. Oh my god, I'm so bad at typing today. equals action wheel 2 dots new page, and then you bracket that, and then you're gonna do action wheel set page main page. There we go. So now your page in game, you should have an action wheel, but it's not gonna show up as an action wheel because you don't have any actions in it. So we're gonna go down as much as you want, and now you have to create the new action. So to do that, you're gonna do local action equal main page 2 dots new action. No, not new page, new action. And you're gonna obviously put the brackets at the end, and then you're gonna write title, and this is basically where we're gonna put your title. How am I messing this up so badly? Okay, take 2. For some reason my keyboard wasn't French, that's why I kept messing it up. Moving on, you're gonna put title and then 2 little dots up. You know, I don't know what those are called. And then you're gonna input the name of your action. So this is what it's gonna look like when you hover your mouse over it. So this one is gonna just be test action 1. Then you're gonna go down. You're gonna select. You're gonna type in item, and do the same thing. You're gonna select what item you want it to be. So we're just gonna go Minecraft dirt. So it'll have a dirt icon. And then you want to go. I believe this is optional, but hoverColor. You can set an RGB color type, I believe. So we're just gonna set it to that. And then this is where the magic happens. You're gonna do onLeftClick, and then what will happen on left click is we're gonna ping we're gonna ping an action that we're gonna create right now. So we're gonna make space here. Remember that the action, the function needs to be on top always. So the main page right here, new action main page, wherever you put your actions, they need to be at the lowest possible. The functions that get pinged by the action wheel needs to be as high as you can, or to be more specific, on top of the action wheel actions. Sorry. So you're just gonna put this down, make it go down a bit, and over here you're gonna do function pings, and then a name you're gonna remember. So let's just do bowl. And then you're gonna, oh, that's blue wool. And then you're gonna do animations dot the name of your model. So in this case, my model is just called model.bb model, but you don't include the bb model. You just write model. And then you do dot, and then you put the name of your animation. So dot test1, 2 dots, play, and then brackets. And then you go down again, and then backspace, and then type end there. So the function will end right here. And then once the function is done, you go back to this place right here, or unless if you're not stupid, you're probably gonna do your function before you do your action. But you know, I'm stupid. So then right here, you're just gonna put the name you put earlier. So I put bowl, so it's gonna ping the action bowl. So this right here, function, the name of the function is bowl. So on left click of the new action of the test action 1, it's gonna ping bowl. And now in game, as you can see, you hold B, at least the keybind for me is B, but you hold it, and then there's go test action. This should rotate the thing on top of my head. There it is. You can do as many of these as you want. So for example, you could copy paste it. As long as you change the title of it right here, you're good as long as you change the title. And obviously you need to modify what it pings and make a new function for what it pings. Let's say you have another animation that's called I don't know, dance, and then you can make this dance, and then you can make this ping dance, you know what I mean. Moving on, now let's say you want an animation to happen while your player is running, or is crouching, or is swimming, or is not moving. This is what I am about to get into. So it just put your seatbelt on. First things first, you're gonna go into animate. You're gonna make a new animation. Now usually for idle it gets messed up if you name it idle, but I'm just gonna name it I. So for this animation, this is gonna be the animation that happens when the player is idle. Now if you're gonna make an idle animation, I recommend putting it on loop. So for example, if you want to get your player to breathe like, then you set it on loop, because you know, they're breathing, and breathing just, you know, it just, yeah. Let's say that we want to make this cube breathe. Here we go. So I'm gonna not get too much into detail, but right here we're gonna select this and add a position point right here, and then on the half point we're gonna make it go up, and then at the last frame we're gonna make it go back down. So now if I press play, it should just go up and down when the player is idle with the script we're gonna make. Okay, so open up your folder again, go to new, create a LUA file that I'm just gonna name anim.lua. Yes, I am gonna give a function tick event. A function tick event is when it's a function event that happens every in-game tick. So in Minecraft there's 20 ticks per second, so in theory this function event would get triggered every single tick, which sounds like a lot, but it's not for the animations. It's okay. Now I'm gonna paste this in here real quick. Now I don't think I need to get this into detail, but you can just copy and paste it, and I'll explain what everything does. This is it. So for every single part of these, they detect this right here, local crouching, get position. This will detect if the player is crouching. This will detect if the player is sprinting. This will detect if the player is blocking with a shield, fishing, sleeping, swimming, flying, and walking. Now you want to go down and you want to type in animation dot model, because my model name is model, and then dot I. We're doing the idle one right now. You're gonna put two dots, set playing, and then you're gonna set not walking and not crouching. So when the player is just not doing anything, the animation I will play. Now don't forget to put an end to your function. We don't want it to go on forever. That would be too much. So now if we go in game, as you can see, since I'm not moving, it moves up and down, and as soon as I start to move, it stops. There it is. If you want, for example, an animation to happen when a player is running, then you would do animations.model dot the name of your animation. So let's say you called your animation run, then it would be run. So we're just gonna put run, assuming that yours is called run, but I didn't, as you can see, I didn't make one. And then you're gonna put two dots, set playing, and then the brackets, sprinting and not crouching. So this, in theory, if you have a run animation, it will now play if your character is sprinting, and it works the same for the other ones. I'm gonna go ahead and copy paste this in. Just basically replace bat by your model name. So yeah, there it is. So obviously if I run this, since I don't have an animation that's called run, I don't have an animation that's called sneak, I don't have one that's called block, then it's just gonna break as soon as I enter the game. As you can see, if I go over here, see, it breaks because in my script I told it to run an animation that doesn't exist in my model. But if you want to set an animation for all of those, then you're free to do so. Now let's say you're like, but Pixels, I want to be able to animate the player limbs. Why is it not working? Why can't I move a player's arm while it's, I don't know. So to do that, we have to go back in editing. I know, relax. Now you wanna go ahead and import your own skin texture into the textures tab. You're gonna just drag it in, you're gonna click import texture, and it should be in. Now once you have this texture imported, you can drag it and put it all around. Make sure to also put it on all the body parts. So as you can see right now, I put it on the head, but it only did the hat. As you can see, there's hat and then there's head. Head being the base right here, and hat being all around basically. So you're just gonna go around, place your skin. If you want to do it faster, you can go like to left arm, for example, put it on left sleeve, left arm, right sleeve, right arm. You see what I mean. So now your model is officially your skin. But now the problem is, just like in the first episode, this is gonna overwrite your skin. So what you want to do is go in one of your scripts, it doesn't matter which one, and at the top you're just gonna put vanilla model dot player set visible brackets false. You're gonna copy that, and now this is essentially your original model or skin, if you prefer, will be hidden and will be replaced by whatever you put in this block bench. So for example, if I want my head to be off on the right, then I'm gonna do that, save it, and now in game my head is off on the right. So with this you can essentially go back to animate, and you can actually animate your own limbs and what they do when you're idle. So for example, if I want them to just be like this when I'm idle and then I save it, then they're gonna be like this when I'm idle, making me look like a penguin. So yeah, with that you can have fun making animations when you're idle, when you're running. Have fun. That's pretty much it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. And I also want to mention that you don't have to put your own skin right here. You don't have to put your own skin. You can even make a creature if you wanted to, but like I said, the script basically hides our vanilla player model, so you could make anything and become anything you want essentially from here. So that's it. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. If you want to subscribe, that'd be really cool. And you can check out my Twitch. I stream a lot now, so if you want to check out my Twitch, that's going to be in the description. All the scripts are going to be in the description too. So yeah, good luck on your model.